All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's NGX Daily Market Summary. If you are just joining, I do this every day at the close of the Nigerian market, talking about the ups and downs and everything I saw or I see that is interesting in the day's trading session. Thank you to everyone who takes out the time to like, share, subscribe. Please keep doing so. But do note, nothing I say is financial or trading or personal finance advice. I'm sure my finance folk will be wondering why they have to have several words meaning the same thing, but it's always good for simplicity's sake to take into consideration that my audience isn't just finance people, my audience is everyday people. So it's good to lay it down. Nothing I say is financial or trading advice. Do your own research, don't act on what anybody says. I may or may not have a position in any of the assets discussed. I may change my position or view about anything at any point in time and may or may not update on the channel. There's a limit to how much content I can push out on the channel. All share index rose by 0.2% today. I'm tempted to call this a flat performance because honestly speaking, yeah, it's better than yesterday, but the 0.2% increase is not a material increase. It's not a significant increase from a statistical or mathematical perspective. So, sure, I would say it's up 0.2%, but in essence, to me, the market is essentially closed flat. The index measures the average performance of stocks on the exchange. Some stocks do better than the index, some stocks do worse than the index. On the gaining side of things, what do we have? SFS rate. Now, SFS, I suspect SFS rate is probably trading at a high. I'll go check after I run through everything here. But the rate means real estate investment trust. Essentially, you buy shares of a company that is invested in real estate. So SFS rates gained 9.88% to close at 418.75 naira. Royal Exchange investors seem to be excited about the company's 9-month results as it gained 7.37% to close at 2 naira 33 kobo. Third is International Energy Insurance up 6.05% to close at 2 naira and 98 kobo. On the losing side of things, Triple G, not to be Triple G. I almost wanted to compare it to a music label, but no. Yeah, you know the label. So Triple G led the losers with a 9.91% decline to close at 4 naira 91 kobo. Distant second is IMG, Industrial and Medical Gases Nigeria. Firm used to be known as BOC Gases, down 9.87% to close at 32 naira 40 kobo. UAC Nigeria slipped below the 70 naira mark to close at 68 naira, down 6.46%. I have this stock on my radar for tomorrow. Ella Lakes, by the way, I probably should include it in tomorrow's slides, but I'll be co-hosting a space with a friend of mine. Will be hosting the management of Ella Lakes this Sunday by 4 p.m. I'd have the details in the tomorrow's slides. So Ella Lakes fell 4.66% to close at 13 naira 30 kobo. Japan gold down 4.51% to close at 2 naira 54 kobo. Let's move over to the volume side of things. Fidelity Bank led the volume, 46.8 million shares. Now, I've been seeing consistently large volumes in Fidelity Bank, and I'll dip into this after I run through the slides. Who is buying? Who is selling? But these volumes are large. And more importantly for me, what I'm wondering is, I mean, you have to have faith in the bank that the numbers are solid, because for you to be buying without seeing the latest numbers, I'm just wondering. Well, I guess, that's the way the big boys move. Charms, distant second with 24.7 million shares. Access Corporation third with 19.2 million shares. To the value side of things, Nigerian Brewery is 1.27 billion naira worth of shares traded. Fidelity Bank distant second with 942 million naira worth of shares traded. GTCO, by the way, happy interim dividend day for GTCO investors. I hear GTCO's interim dividend has landed in bank account. So GTCO with 869 million naira worth of shares traded. Stanbic Ibtc with 723 million naira worth of shares traded. RDL wraps up the top 5 by value with 587 million naira worth of shares traded. So let's go check a few things. Some stuff that didn't pop up in the daily market summary, but is quite important from a numbers perspective. First is Vitafoam had a huge trade for Vitafoam. You can see 4.7 million Vitafoam Vitafoam shares. I beg your pardon. 4.7 million Vitafoam shares traded today. So that's pretty huge for Vitafoam. And yep, let's go check on SFS rate. I want to see if that rate is trading at at a at an all-time high or at a 52-week high. Rates seem to be doing quite well. I think one of the reasons I'm yet to confirm, but I'm reaching out to my sources, is some change in the pension fund allocation, investment rules, and all that may be beneficial to rates. So I guess that's one reason why this rate is popping. I'm right. 52-week high for SFS rates. That's huge. That's key. Spot on my watch list for tomorrow. Is there anything else I was going to check? Let me go back here. Stanbic and Aradel. So let's see what's happening with Stanbic IBTC. The Stanbic breaking new high or not? New high for Stanbic IBTC. New high 116.85. This is a new all-time high for Stanbic IBTC. And let's go check on Aradel. Is there anything we need to know about Aradel? Let's look at the volume for Aradel. 941,000 shares, so nothing out of the ordinary for Aradel. Dangote Sugar down sub 60, so spot on my watch list. Ella Lake, huge volume, fairly large volume for Ella Lake, and all. So that's pretty much about it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying with me so far. Podcast episodes or the audio episode of this goes up by 7 p.m. West African time. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music. You can also find it on greentickertales.com. Maybe I should start doing that. I haven't been doing that, but I'll consider that. But you can find it on Substack. The written version goes up on my Substack. The Substack link, you can find it in my bio on YouTube. If you are listening to this on LinkedIn, then you can check my Linktree page. You'd find it there as well. Thank you all. Have yourselves a lovely, 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 lovely rest of the day. Stay